Hi guys! So today's video is going to be something that is a little different and a little out there. It is inspired by this week's Ipsy Rebel Slam challenge, which is blue eye makeup should stay in the 80s. So for this look, I went with a bright blue halo eye and a pink nude lip and just a little bit of bubblegum pink blush on the cheeks just to give that 80s vibe. So if you would like to see this week's tutorial for the Ipsy Rebel Slam challenge, blue eye makeup should stay in the 80s, please keep on watching. So I'm going to start out by priming my eyes with the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Advanced Performance Cream Eyeshadow. There's a wasp outside. And I'm just going to apply that to my lids with the applicator and then use a Sigma P86 Precision Tapered brush to pat that in. I'm going to be using two palettes today. The first one is the Nude Dude Volume 2 palette by The Balm Cosmetics. And I'm just going to be taking the lightest shade here, Fearless, and a Sigma P82 Precision Round brush. And I am just going to apply that all over my eyelid to set the primer. Next, I want to give my eye just a little bit of shape with a matte eyeshadow before I go in with all of the blue shimmery shadows. So I'm going to be taking this shade here, Flawless, and a Sigma Precision Angled P88 brush, and I'm just going to buff that into my crease. Next, for all of my blue shadows today, I'm going to be using this gorgeous baked eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics, and it is called Galaxy Chic. So first, I'm going to apply this light blue shade Uranus all over my lid with a Sephora number 15 Pro Small Shadow Brush. And I'm using these shadows dry at first, just so I can get the shape and the blending that I want, and then I'm going to go back in and use them wet so I can get the pigment that I want. Next, I'm going to be taking this medium shade Earth and a Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I'm just going to buff that into the inner and outer corner of my eyes. And this is just going to help me build up to the darker shadow that I'm going to be placing on the outer and inner corners. Now to get that dark blue on the inner and outer corners, I'm going to be taking a Sigma Pencil E30 brush and this dark blue shade Neptune and just start placing that on the inner and outer corners of my eyes. And this helps a lot because once you get the eyeshadows wet, it's very hard to buff them out and get the nice smooth transitions that you want for this eye look. Now that I have my dark blue shadows placed, I'm just going to go back in with the same brush that I used for the medium blue shade, which was the Sigma Blending E25 brush. And I'm just going to buff the top of this out so I don't have such a harsh line. Now I'm going to get these baked shadows wet so that I can get the pigmentation that I want, and I'm going to be doing that from darkest to lightest. So the first brush that I am taking to apply my darkest pigmented eyeshadow is this little synthetic e.l.f. brush, and I am just spraying that with my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set to get the brush wet. I just dipped this brush generously back into Neptune, and I'm going to start patting the brighter pigment on the outer and inner corners of my eyes. Now that I have the dark blue shade kind of where I want it, I'm going to go back in with that Sigma E25 blending brush and get that wet to use the shade Earth. And I'm just going to pat this all over my lid and use it to blend out the dark blue. And even with these wet, the shadows have so much fallout, so we're definitely gonna have to clean that up later. Next, for the final pop of bright blue in the middle of my eye, I'm going to go back in with this Sephora Professional number 15 small shadow brush and wet that and use the shade Uranus. And I am just going to pat this all over the center of my eye and blend it upwards as much as I can to create that halo effect. I honestly forgot how much fallout was in these eyeshadows. Like, this fallout is insane right now. I'm gonna have to clean this up hardcore. But first, I'm going to do my under eyes real quick. I'm just going in with this Sigma E25 brush again because apparently I am using it for everything in this tutorial. But I'm going to get this brush wet and then I'm going to go back in with Earth and just pat that on under my under eyes. I am wiping some of this fallout off so you guys can kind of see where I placed that shade Earth. but I'm gonna have to totally redo my under eyes. And I'm going back in with this wet synthetic e.l.f. pointed brush and the shade Neptune, and I'm just going to place that as close to my lash line all the way across my under eyes. Next, to darken up my lower lash line even more, I'm taking this Rimmel London Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer in the shade 230 Deep Ocean, and I'm placing that all along my lower waterline and into my lash line just a bit. And then I'm going to tightline real quick with my favorite L'Oreal Paris Silk Semi Eyeliner in black. Next, to clean up my under eyes, I'm going to be taking the Benefit Point Concealer and shade number 1 and the Sigma Precision Tapered Brush P86. And then to make sure I have full coverage under my under eyes, I'm going to be taking a wet beauty blender and my Olay and CoverGirl Simply Ageless foundation, and I'm going to pat that on under my under eyes. And then I'm going to use that to cover my lips as well, because I have very naturally pink lips and I'm going for a nude lip today. Next, I'm going to set my face using the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil and this e.l.f. Fluffy Face Brush. For contour, I'm going to be taking an e.l.f. contouring brush and this shade Sculpt from the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. And I'm just going to buff that into the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm putting just a little bit on my nose so it doesn't get too lost. And of course, I'm rounding out my chin just a little and my jawline. And I'm just going to contour my forehead just a tiny bit today because I'm feeling it. For blush, I'm incorporating the bright bubblegum pink of the 80's with this Tarte Amazonian clay blush named Dollface and an e.l.f. blush brush. And I'm just going to buff that on the apples of my cheeks to give myself a nice pink glow. And for highlight, of course, I am using my ever favorite Too Faced Candlelit Glow highlighter in Rosy Glow and a little e.l.f. defining eye brush. And I'm placing this right under my eyebrows to add a little bit more sparkle on the tip and bridge of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, of course, and last but not least, on the tops of my cheekbones. Can you guys see like how shiny and pigmented this is? Like, it's insane. I love this highlight. Now to tame my brows real quick, I am using the Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in Deep Brown. And then for mascara today, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, and I'm just going to apply that on my eyelashes and see if I actually want to apply any falsies for this look. This Urban Decay Perversion Mascara is really good at making my lashes look long, but I want them to look a lot thicker and blacker. So I'm going to go in with my Dior Show Blackout Mascara and do another coat of mascara on top of the Urban Decay Perversion. So I'm actually really liking the way my eyelashes look right now, and I don't think I'm going to apply any falsies for this look, but I'm definitely going to go use the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara for my lower lashes. My lips were looking so dry and cracked and it was bugging me a lot, so I just went and did a quick sugar scrub on my lips to kind of get any of the dead skin off, and now I'm just going to go and touch up my lip area so I can apply my nude lip. They still kind of look dry and cracked, but I don't know what else I can do at this point, so we're just gonna work around it. So finally for lips, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. lipstick in Nicely Nude, and it is just a pinkish nude. And I am feeling a little sparkly today, so I'm going to be applying this Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in Smarty Pants, just lightly on top of this pink color to give it a little shine. I'm not 100% sure about the lips, but I am loving the eye color, so I'm going to take my hair out of this crazy messy ponytail so you guys can see the finished look. So this is the final finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This blue eyeshadow should stay in the 80s makeup tutorial inspired by the Ipsy Rebel Challenge. If you did, you should definitely give this video a thumbs up. If there are any other makeup tutorials that you would like to see me do, please leave a comment below, or you can tweet at me at Ilea. You can find me on Instagram at Ilea as well, and I'll definitely leave links in the down bar if you would like to go follow me. But as always, like, share, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching!